and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is a bonus video! You're welcome. As it's the summer holidays and some of you may be preparing to start drama school in September, I thought I'd share some tips with you to help you during your first year. I did a similar video to this 5 years ago. So long ago, when I was doing my postgraduate and looked way more like a 14-year-old than I do even now, which is, you know, funny because I look like a 14-year-old. It's my casting, what can I say? That video was more of a general uni freshers advice video, so if you're going to uni in September, then definitely check that one out. But for all you drama school freshers to be, here are my top 5 tips for your first year at drama school. Tip number 1 is don't compare yourself to others. This can be a particularly difficult thing, especially if maybe you were the only kind of drama kid in your year at school and suddenly you're at drama school and you're all drama kids. It can be quite challenging. If you're going to a drama school that was like where I trained for my postgrad, the heads of the year will try and make it so no one in the year is in direct competition with anyone else. So you'll all have different strengths and weaknesses, you'll all look different. If it's a musical theatre course, you'll all have different voice qualities and voice types. So you won't be in direct competition with anyone else, but that doesn't stop you comparing yourself to anyone else. Because we're people and we like comparing ourselves. The reason that comparing yourself isn't helpful is that at drama school, you're going to be out of your comfort zone. You're gonna find things difficult, you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna feel a bit unsteady. And this is all good stuff. You know, you don't grow and develop and learn if you're not out of your comfort zone. If you're feeling safe, you're not growing. But comparing yourself to other people is gonna make you feel so much worse. You're running your own race, you're in your own lane, the only person you're in competition with is yourself, and the only thing you have to do is make yourself a better actor than you were the day before and just keep on doing that. Looking at other people and being like, oh, I wish I could act as well as them or sing as well as them is not gonna help you get to where you wanna go. So don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Tip number 2 is absorb absolutely everything, even if it's stuff that you're like, this is weird and seems kind of dumb and why am I doing this? Just commit 100% and throw yourself into it. Number 1, if you don't, it's your own money you're wasting. And how expensive is drama school? Very expensive. So don't waste your own money. That's really dumb. Secondly, you may actually find that things that you weren't really convinced about are actually really helpful and help you unlock things that you didn't realise could be unlocked as an actor, you know? And if you don't throw yourself in, you're never gonna have that experience and you're never gonna discover that. So again, why would you waste your money to not discover things that are actually gonna be helpful to you? And number 3, even if after all that you get to the end of drama school and you're like, yeah, no, animal studies, being a chihuahua for 3 months was really stupid and it didn't help me at all. I just wanted to say I'm really sorry, animal studies. It's nothing personal. I never got to do animal studies in drama school. I've never done animal studies ever. It just struck me as a good example of something that people might find a bit odd. So sorry. You can get rid of it when you leave. After you've graduated, you can look at everything that you've done in your 3 years, 1 year, 2 years, however long you've been in drama school. You can hold up animal studies and be like, okay, gonna put that to one side because there may be a director who wants to use animal studies and I'll know what it is, but I'm not gonna keep it up in my kind of everyday actor practice. Not everything works for everyone and that's absolutely valid. But while you're in drama school and while you're paying to be there, you might as well grab the bull by the horns and just do everything 100%. Tip number 3 is more of a practical tip, and it is equipment lists. Depending on what school you're going to, the equipment list can be quite long, and a long equipment list can be quite expensive if you're buying everything new. There are certain things that you can definitely buy either on sale or secondhand. Some stuff is great and a good investment to buy new. For example, I would argue if you're doing a musical theatre course, character shoes are a decent investment. Like, even me, not as a dancer, musical theatre person, as soon as I'm being seen for a character that I'm like, they would wear heels, the character shoes come out, because they are the comfiest heels ever. Just for comfortable heels, character shoes all the way. Some things you really can afford to not buy new. So things like, again, it depends on the course how often you use things, but practice skirts, I would argue, you don't need to buy those new. Any kind of workout paraphernalia like yoga mats, weights, massage balls or things like that, I would argue you can buy those on sale or secondhand. Dance gear that isn't intimate areas, so like you wouldn't want to buy secondhand tights or leotards, for example, necessarily, but things like jumpers or tops, like overclothes, and books as well. If your course has reading lists of like acting books, so many people sell those secondhand. People who have come to London to study but are from another country and are going back home. People who went to drama school 3, 4, 5 years ago, haven't looked in the book since then, or are having a clear out. So you can definitely buy books secondhand, absolutely. So look on eBay. I don't like Amazon, but look on Amazon. If you're on Facebook, there are loads of actor-based Facebook groups and people will post if they're selling old things, so look on there. And there's loads of like apps as well now, like Boot Sale, sell your stuff apps. So have a look and see what you can get secondhand, and it will really save you money and, you know, save on waste with people just throwing out stuff when they don't need them anymore. So yeah, that is tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to look after yourself. Drama school is intense. If you're going to drama school straight from school, you're going to be in an environment where the days and the hours are a lot longer. It's very physical. It's not like uni where you'll be sitting in lectures. It's full contact hours where you're on your feet, 8:30 in the morning till at least 6 at night, sometimes later if you're rehearsing for projects and things like that. So make sure you look after yourself. Get enough sleep, make sure that you're eating properly. If you don't know how to cook, learn to cook healthy meals. In terms of physically, your movement or dance teachers will be able to help you with this, but know and learn how to warm up your body, cool down your body. And mentally and emotionally, make sure you give yourself time to unwind and relax. Give yourself time to not think about drama school. Give yourself time to do things you enjoy. Keep in touch with your friends and family. Make sure that you get enough rest and you can have time to unplug and reflect as well. Build in time for reflection for what you're doing at drama school, because it goes by so quickly, and before you've even had time to really contemplate and take in what's happened, it's over. So if I were going to drama school again, I would definitely say build in time for kind of reflection and for really digesting and thinking about what it is you're doing every day. Make sure you look after yourself is tip number 4. It's 4 fingers for 4 tips. There's one more tip. Stay tuned. My 5th and final tip, which I only really thought about as I was writing this video, is don't take yourself too seriously. It can be really easy to take yourself seriously. I could imagine if I went to drama school straight from school, I would have taken myself so seriously. And I think even at drama school I still did. You know, there's so much, I'm not sure if pressure is the right word, but there's so much pressure to, you know, do well. You've auditioned for however many drama schools, however many times. You've spent so much money on auditioning, although they are starting, some schools are starting to phase out audition fees, which is great, but if you're auditioning at drama schools where they haven't got around to doing that yet, you've spent so much money on auditioning, you're spending so much money on your course, you don't want to waste your own time, you don't want to waste your own money, so you want to, you know, do well, and you don't want to waste it, and you don't want to do a bad job. And this is all like important stuff. I'm not saying don't give a crap, give a crap, but I think it's important to not take yourself too seriously, because acting is about play. Like, plays are called plays for a reason, right? Your best work as an actor comes from when you're being playful and spontaneous and alive and curious. If you're taking yourself seriously and constantly just being really serious and having to get it right, you're not gonna get that essential thing that you need to do good work as an actor. And also, it's that thing of, if you forget a line, nobody's gonna die. As artists, you know, we have the capacity to make work that can change people's lives, can change the world even. I mean, there's a reason that, you know, fascists don't like artists, or fascists use propaganda. There's a reason Margaret Thatcher cut funding to the arts while she was in power. Like, art is a really powerful thing and it does great work. It also, even, you know, things that are kind of fluff and pure entertainment, they have the capacity to, you know, change people's lives just for that moment and keep people's spirits alive and keep their hopes up with, you know, tales of plucky ginger kids who think the sun will come out tomorrow or whatever it may be. And even if on the surface you're like, oh, that's nice, you know, that can have a profound impact on someone's worldview, you know? And that's all really important things. But I think Dame Judi Dench put it best when she said, you should take your work seriously, but not yourself. Like, our work is important, and of course we need to turn up on time, learn our lines, learn our blocking, not muck about backstage so that a piece of set falls on us. All of that important stuff. But we can't take ourselves seriously, because A, then it will be so much pressure and it will take the fun out of it. And I mean, we act because it's fun, right? No one in their right mind would want the life of an actor if it wasn't also fun. And the people who don't find acting fun aren't actors. It's an odd, weird life, and you couldn't be an actor if you didn't love it. And also, it's the love and the fun of it that creates the good work. So by taking yourself seriously, you're not doing your best work, so you need to not take yourself seriously so you can do the good, serious work, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is tip number 5. So those are my top 5 tips for drama school freshers. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please share it, like and subscribe, all those good things. Like I said, this video is a bonus video. I usually upload videos on the last Friday of every month, so tune in then if you want to see more videos from me. And thank you so much for watching. Bye friends!